Really a shame that so much of what is written about Hebron today leaves out so much of the history, because you really cannot understand what's happening today without understanding how we got here. And there's no hope of getting out of this endless cycle of violence without understanding the lessons of history. And what those lessons are is that extremism begets violence, and there is a reason why those restrictions were put in place. I wish they weren't necessary. Most of, or if not all of, the Jews living in Hebron do not want to be protected by hundreds of soldiers. They don't want those checkpoints any more than the Palestinians want those checkpoints. But when suicide bombings and shooting attacks are emanating from this place, then the army does need to take measures to prevent that from happening. And the reality is that Jews have lived in Hebron for thousands of years. They were violently expelled from Hebron in 1929, and what led to the reestablishment of the Jewish community in Hebron was this desire to rebuild this violently exiled Jewish community, this ancient Jewish community, and to revive it. And I think that if Jews are going to live anywhere, if Jews are going to live in Tel Aviv, in Haifa, how could we not live in Hebron, the second holiest city in Judaism, the burial place of our matriarchs and patriarchs? However, Jews living in Hebron should not necessitate the oppression of the Palestinian population. And for that to happen, for the Palestinian population and the Jewish population in Hebron to live in peace together, there has to be an end to the incitement against a Jewish presence in Hebron. And that incitement is being carried out by the Arab mayor of Hebron, who himself was a convicted terrorist who served time in prison for carrying out in 1980 what was the deadliest terrorist attack in the West Bank in history at the time.